Addison Rae going on tour and Donna Kelce on reality TV. Welcome to this entertainment-filled episode of the Flame Entertainment and Sports. All right, guys, so let's start off by talking about Addison Rae. On June 6th, she released her debut album. It's called Addison. It has a lot of the classic hits of her career so far, like Diet Pepsi and Aquamarine, and High Fashion too. That's another big one. And with the release of her album, she's now announced that she's going on her first ever tour. And, it's super exciting. So I had to cover it here on the podcast. I'm a big fan of Addison. It's amazing to see how far she's come already in a short amount of years. I really think of her and Charli D'Amelio, how they really took off and blew up right on TikTok, and they're two of the pioneers on TikTok, and to see what both of them have been able to do in their careers is just amazing. And I love their willingness to step out of the box and not just stick to just TikTok or what they're known for. They've continued to, chase after their dreams and do more things beyond TikTok. Obviously Addison now, headlining her first ever tour, and then Charli doing big things on Broadway right now in And Juliet. But to get back to Addison, she's going to be starting off in Ireland, in the UK, in France, Belgium, Netherlands, Germany, and then she'll come into the US. She's going to Austin, Dallas, Nashville, Brooklyn, New York, DC, Boston, LA, Chicago, just to name a few. And as of now, her last couple of dates are in Australia. So yeah, I'm just excited overall that Addison, she's going to be headlining her first ever tour. And of course, it all started, like I said, on TikTok for her. So she has a huge fan base that goes beyond her music career, because when we all first saw her, we didn't really know that she was, a singer, or that she was aspiring to be a singer. So it's really cool to see the evolution of her career in such a short amount of time. And yeah, it's going to be exciting, to see all the clips and everything and all the excitement. I believe most tickets are coming out on Friday, June 20th. For anyone interested, make sure to go to Addison's website, addisonrae.com, and, you'll get all the info there. If she's coming to a city near you, make sure to go to the website and check it out. But yeah, I'm super excited for Addison. And yeah, I still haven't fully listened to the whole album. When I have a chance, I definitely will, because I've enjoyed the, all the singles she's put out so far in her career. So I'm sure I'll love the whole album in general. And I'm just a big fan of her, and I'm super excited for Addison. And yeah, now to transition to our other topic in this entertainment-filled episode, we're going to be talking about the Traitors season 4, as they just announced the cast for the season. And, headlining that cast is Donna Kelce, of course, the mom of Travis. And obviously within the last couple of years, she's blown up, on social media and in general. You see her everywhere in commercials. She's always, televised on during all of Travis's games. And, you go back to when Jason and Travis played each other in the Super Bowl and everything like that. So it's really cool that now we're going to see her on reality TV. And she's also done some Hallmark movies too. They had that Chiefs movie that came out recently, and she was in that movie. So yeah, now she's, taking her talents to reality TV. First off, from a marketing perspective, you got to shout out the team over there at Peacock and the Traitors. Obviously, yeah, I just feel from a marketing perspective, this is a home run move, because just by getting Donna Kelce, 100% all the Swifties now are going to be tuning in. And, maybe some of them haven't watched any episode of the Traitors, but no matter what, they're going to tune in to support Donna and to support Taylor and Travis and all that. So I feel, yeah, marketing-wise, that's the first point I wanted to bring up. I just feel like it's a super smart move by the Traitors to bring her in. And overall, I feel like she's going to do a great job on the show. And it's such a unique casting choice. I feel like, in season 3, obviously, they casted Dylan Efron, and he did an amazing job. Zac Efron's brother. So now it's pretty cool that they're going in that same route of casting a family member of someone who's super high profile, in this case being, Travis and his mom, Donna. And then as for the rest of the cast, there's a couple more people I want to talk about on here. One of them is Stephen Colletti. I'm a big One Tree Hill fan, so it's super cool to see that Steven's going to be on this show. He plays Chase on One Tree Hill, for those of you that remember. Some people might not know that before his time acting on One Tree Hill, he actually became famous through reality TV. He was on Laguna Beach. He dated Kristen Cavallari, and, Laguna Beach is one of the, early reality TV shows that really took the world by storm and put reality TV on the map. And Laguna Beach and, in the hills and all that, it's one of the reasons why reality TV continues to grow and it's so big nowadays. So yeah, I'm super excited to see Steven as part of the Traitors. Another one of my favorites that's going to be on the season 4 cast I want to talk about is Mark Ballas. The Dancing with the Stars legend, multi-time champion on the show. He won a couple years ago, but Charli D'Amelio, that's pretty funny. come full circle. I was talking about Charlie earlier when I was covering Addison. And yeah, I think Mark, yeah, he's going to do a great job on the show because I think he's really smart. I feel like people in the house might kind of be like fooled because they might not really perceive him as like the smartest guy, but I feel like he's a very smart guy. So he's going to be sneaky in that way. I feel like I'm calling it now. I think Mark in season 4 of the Traitors, he's kind of gonna have that role of like Pilot Pete, Peter Weber or like a Dylan Efron type of role. I just feel like Mark Ballas, he's gonna fit that role perfectly, and I think he's just gonna be the leader of the faithful, honestly. But yeah, those are some of the names on the cover in terms of the Traitors season 4 cast. But yeah, it's gonna wrap up our entertainment-filled episode of the Flame Entertainment and Sports, covering Addison Rae and her, tour announcement, and as well as covering Donna Kelce joining the season 4 cast of the Traitors. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. For all the sports fans out there, make sure to stay tuned. We will be releasing an episode later in the day covering the big NBA trade that went down between the Orlando Magic as they acquire Desmond Bane from the Memphis Grizzlies. He's one of my favorite role players in all of basketball, so I'm super excited that the Magic were able to add him in to an already super young and exciting nucleus. So yeah, stay tuned for that episode coming your way in a couple hours. And yeah, guys, make sure to keep it locked in here to the Flame Entertainment and Sports on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Flame_ES. Until next time, everyone, take care.